Happy Monday, Intro to Programming class. Today we're going to take a look at block coding, and that's just going to segue us into really diving into Java, which is the program language that we're going to be looking at for the rest of the trimester. However, today we're going to use code.org. So I know some of you have had me before, and we've taken a look at that. So some of it might be a review, some of it might be new. So hopefully we can at least kind of get our minds thinking about programming and coding. So as we're doing that, we're going to use code.org, and I'm going to click on this assignment here, or this link. And unfortunately, I am logged in as a teacher, so let me log out here. And I'm going to sign in or log in if you haven't done already. If you have an account, you can try that. Otherwise, you can sign in with Google. And I'm going to see if I can log in here. I'm going to use my personal account just because I don't want to go and use my Google account, because my school Google account, because it's going to take me to a teacher page. So let's see if I can remember my password for this. I already have, oh no. All right, let's try one more time. Otherwise, I'm going to make a new one. All right, let's make a new one. Account type, I'm going to say I'm a student. My email, I'm sure it's going to tell me I've already had one, but we'll try it anyway. You don't use your personal, use your school one. I'm going to create a password. Hopefully I remember it. If you log in with your Google account, you should be okay. My display name is going to be Nick. And then your age, I'm old, I'm over 21. And then your gender if you still want to. And of course, it's already been taken. All right, let me use, I think I've used everything I possibly can. Let me use one of my other many Google accounts here. Okay. All right, here we go. So once you get in, you're going to have something that looks very similar to this. You're going to have a dashboard. You can get started. You could go and browse code.org's courses to find your challenge, and you'll have different information of that. So let's go to, let's see, find a course. Okay, so you can pick a course. I personally don't need to do that. I can just go back down, and I would go to the hour of code. So if you can do a Google, if you can do a search for hour of code, you can search their website, but that's what we're looking for, the hour of code. And you can pick Star Wars, the Classic Maze, the Minecraft. I will say that the Star Wars and the Classic Maze have, at the very end, have a way where you can create your own game. So for instance, if I go to Star Wars here and hit try now, it's going to ask if you want to do JavaScript or blocks. Let's go ahead. It's up to you what you want to do. I would suggest doing the blocks since that's a pretty basic way of learning programming. It's a lot of drop and drag, and it's pretty intuitive in terms of turn left, turn right. So if I click on that, click try now, it's going to teach you how to code. And you can watch the video, you can fast forward, it's completely up to you. The nice thing is they have the music, and I'm going to just turn that down just a smidge here. And it's going to explain how to run through this. So again, block, you notice that they're actually a block, blocks that it makes up, and it's just going to say, when it runs, it's going to move right. So if I run this, it moves right. And it's going to tell me that I didn't do what it needs to do. It's got to find the scrap metal. And if you need help, I can reset. There is need help, you can watch these videos and hints as well. And it's going to go through all these different kinds of tasks. And it's going to teach you along the way the different aspects of thinking about what exactly you want your character or your object to do. And that's really what programming is about. It's like, what set of instructions do you want your user to go through in order to complete certain tasks? So at the very end,
hi, my name is Alice.
You can watch the video. Or what this is, it lets you create your own. And that's the same with Flappy Birds. And I believe Minecraft. I think those are the only three that let you make something at the very end. And so you can have it do this. You can do start over. Your workspace is here. Commands. If you want to see the commands, there's all the different commands, events. And you could run this. And then once you run it, you can hit finish. So this is something that you actually do. So when you hit run, you're setting up the background. You're setting up a circle, map, and you're the droid. And so maybe when you hit play, it makes a sound. And then when you do the arrow up, you want it to do something. So maybe you have some commands. You can take, when you move the arrow up, the droid is going to move up. So I can reset and run. So when I move my arrow up, the droid's going to go up. And so it creates that. So you are going to eventually make your own game. And when you are finished, you're going to hit finish. It's going to say congratulations. You are going to copy that link. So you can hit Command C. And then if you go back to the assignment, you're going to notice here's an assignment document. You're going to click on that. You're going to put your name. So I might put Nikki as my name. How to play the game. Maybe I need it to do something. And this is something that you're going to want to really think about after you've done all the lessons. And then you're going to put your link in there. So Command V. And if you want, you can always actually link it. Go up to here, insert the link, and it makes it a link. So that way, all your other students in the class can take a look. Now, if you scroll down on this assignment, you'll notice that other people from past years have put things in. So this one is Jacob Pepins. You have to touch the chicken without touching the sheep, and he has given you some links, and you can click on that if you want to take a look. Let's see if it works. And this is a Minecraft, and so we'll run it. So I'm moving. I don't know where the chicken is, but I'm going to hit. I hit the sheep, and so it's done. Not the best game, but it shows you some things in there. And then you can also see the coding that was used. So you can go ahead and work on that. You can do multiple games if you want. In your description of the game, trying to explain what you're looking for. But for these, you're definitely going to want to do the programs first. So before you start making the game, make sure you go through the lessons. So if you're looking, again, course catalog, and do the hour of code.